Yes, I just finished on Genesis chapter 1 and then chapter 2. So I will continue from chapter 2, uh, actually from chapter 3. My reading glasses on, and starting from Genesis chapter 3. Satan's Deception is titled. Satan's Deception in chapter 3, Genesis chapter 3. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which Yahweh Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die. Verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die, for Elohim doth know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as mighty ones, knowing good and evil. And when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree of the desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and did eat. Okay, let me going back here. The deception, Satan's deception, that verse 4, going back to verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die. What God said, he will die, right? And for Elohim, Satan continued, for Elohim does know that in the day ye eat thereof, then your eyes shall be opened, and ye shall be as mighty one, knowing good and evil. Eve was deceived by Satan. But remember, earlier, that God told Adam and Eve not to touch or eat this forbidden tree, fruit of the tree. And I continue. Okay, let me tell you. Okay, verse 1 said, Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, which Yahweh Elohim had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, has Elohim said, Elohim say, Yea, has Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. And the woman said unto the, Elohim said, Ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden. But Satan deceives. And Eve said, the woman said unto the serpent, We may eat of the fruit of the tree of the garden, but of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, ye shall not eat of it, neither shall touch of it, lest ye die. That's what God said. You will eat it, you will going to die. But the Satan deceived the woman. Verse 6, and when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was pleasant to the eyes, and the tree of the tree to be desired to make one wise, she took of the fruit thereof, and did eat, and gave also unto her husband with her, and did eat. Both of them were eaten. Verse 7, and the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together, and made themselves aprons. And they heard the voice of the Yahweh Elohim. And they heard the voice of the Yahweh Elohim walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Elohim amongst the trees of the garden. And Yahweh Elohim called unto Adam and said unto him, where art thou? Verse 10, and he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself. And he said, who told thee that thou wast naked? Hast thou eaten of the tree whereof I commanded thee that thou shouldest not eat? Verse 12. And the man said, the woman whom thou gavest to be with me, she gave me of the tree, and I did eat. And Yahweh Elohim said unto the woman, what is this that thou hast done? And the woman said, the serpent beguiled me, and I did eat. And Yahweh Elohim said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly thou shalt go, and dust shall thou eat all the days of thy life. And I will put, and this is the messianic verse here, verse 15. And I will put enmity between thee and the woman, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. Unto the woman he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception. In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. So verse 15 says, and I will put enmity between thee and the woman, the Virgin Mary, and Satan, and between thy seed and her seed. It shall bruise thy head, and thou shalt bruise his heel. So this is a messianic prophecy, which is Jesus himself, that he came from the virgin, and he will smash the head, but Satan will bite the heel. And Satan will defeat it. Death is defeated. But the Messiah, Yeshua, is victorious. Verse 60, and the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception in sorrow. Thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of this tree of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it, cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. And unto Adam he said, because thou hast hearkened unto the voice of thy wife, and hast eaten of thy tree, of which I commanded thee, saying, thou shalt not eat of it. Cursed is the ground for thy sake. In sorrow shalt thou eat of it all the days of thy life. Thorns also and thistles shall it bring forth to thee, and thou shalt eat the herb of the field. In the sweat of thy face shalt thou eat bread, till thou return unto the ground, for out of it wast thou taken, for dust thou art, and unto dust shalt thou return. And Adam called his wife's name Eve, because she was the mother of all living. Unto Adam also and to his wife, and did Yahweh Elohim make coat of skins and clothed them. Okay, because of the naked, and because of a sin entered the Adam and Eve, so they were ashamed. God made unto Adam also and to his wife, did Yahweh Elohim make coat of a skin and clothe them. Coat of a skin of animal, so it's the shedding of the blood, the ram's coat. I believe that was a ram's coat. An animal's blood being shed that God made for the sacrifice. And Yahweh Elohim said, behold, the man is become as one of us, to know good and evil, and now lest he put forth his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. The choice God made, and the choice is a very consciously that decision made by you. You either choose good or evil. The God spoken for every knowledge and wisdom through the word of God. And if you hearken unto him and to obey his commandment, and you will live. But you will hearken, if you are not listening to him, and you go your own choice, and your destruction is this because of you are not listening to the voice of God. Verse 22, therefore Yahweh Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. Again, therefore Yahweh Elohim sent him forth from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from whence he was taken. So he drove out the man, and he placed at the east of the Garden of the Eden cherubims and a flaming sword, which turned every way to keep the way of the tree of life. So this tree now, the cherubim, the angel, and the sword is to protect that that's a human being can able to reach to, where it is possibly located. Garden of Eden was in southern Iraq, Babylon. So this is after the sin enters to the human beings, and every destruction, sin came into our life, and this is a sin. That's why the Yeshua came to this earth to rescue us. So we will continue chapter 4 later.